Hi everyone, we are about to work on problem 12-4, the work together on page 368. And there are three tabs here. We're going to do the general account check where we move all the money for the net pay for the total payroll into our general checking account to cover it, and then we're going to do individual paychecks to these two persons. I will show you in detail how to do Edward, and then I'll just do the show answer for Janice. So what we have is a payroll register. It's the one that we did in 12-3, and our total net pay to pay all the employees that we need is $1,933.32. And it tells us to prepare Judy Fashion's general account check for that pay period. It gives you the payroll account number that we're going to move all the money in, and to enter the manager's signature. So with that said, let's go ahead and fill this out. So it's July the 15th. The payee is the First Community Bank. That's where we're going to put the money to cover the entire payroll. And the description is July 15th. And the amount, again, we want the net pay because we're trying to cover just the net pay to all the payroll, or to all the employees. And then we're going to go down and fill out the actual check to do this. So on July 15th, 1933.32, and this kind of goes back again to chapter 5, how to fill out a check. Put it in words: 1,933 and 32 hundredths. And it says to pay to the order of First Community Bank, payroll account. And again, they gave us the payroll account. I'll come up here, but it's this 148164118. Okay, so payroll account 148164118. And the address that they gave us is 320 North Dean Road, and Auburn, Alabama. $36830. And then sign it, it said, with manager's signature. Not plural is my guess, sorry. So then the second tab that we're going to do is payroll check for Edward Johnson, and it says to do this for July 15th. The payment date's July 15th. Use the manager's signature again. So this is the June 30 information that we're going to need when we do July down here. So we'll take June plus July 15th to get to year to date at July 15th. And the employee that we are doing this for is Edward P. Johnson. And his regular and overtime pay and everything that's related to this July 15th stub for the current and here on the gross down to current. All of those amounts we're going to get by going back here and getting the regular overtime earnings and all the deductions through net pay. Okay, So that's where that information is going to come from. So I have it sitting in front of me, so I'm just going to go through and tell you kind of what those things are from 12-3. So 1320 for regular gross pay, 112.50 for overtime, and 1432.5 for current total earnings. And then I'm going to put this back in there, Edward P. Johnson, July 15th, because I flipped between show and hide answer. So then also from 12-3 for Edward, I'm going to take his current FIT tax, which was 61, his Social Security tax of 88.82, his Medicare tax of 20.77, his health insurance of 60, his retirement of 15, which totals 245.59. And total earnings minus total deductions is 1186.91. And once I have all his current information in order to get his year-to-date, I'm going to take the previous at June 30th, year-to-date, for instance, on federal income tax, $522 plus 61 and get 583. And I'm going to do that for every single one of these, including my year-to-date earnings. So his year-to-date earnings were 17,218. Add 14,3250, and you will get 18,650.50, which is the same as his earnings record. So I would do that, and then I'm going to fill out this check as well, July the 15th. And I'm just going to go back and show answers on that other so you can copy it real quick. I'm writing the individual check to Edward P. Johnson for $11.86, his net pay. We always pay them their net pay. I'm going to write it out in words, 1,180, sheesh, 86 and 91 100ths. And then I'm going to do the manager signature, and then I've written the check. So I'm going to go back up here real quick, and I'm going to just hit show answer so that we have it. And I'll go to that second tab. And there's all of your amounts for year-to-date. So 583, 1156.34, 270.43, 780, 195, 2984.77, 15, 665.73. And we had already filled out the check down below, so all you need are to fill that out and that year-to-date amount. And just one last time, the way that I do that is I take the previous June 30, year-to-date amounts, and I add the current for the applicable item to get to the new year-to-date. And I do the same thing from the earnings perspective. The year-to-date at June 30th up here, plus total earnings to get to year-to-date. So as a reminder, we're moving money out of our general checking account into the payroll account for the entire net pay here for all employees. Then once it's sitting in the payroll account, I write a payroll check to all my employees for them to get paid for their net pay. And that is here. So I'm going to go ahead and put Janice's, I think was her name, her information up here. Let me show you the check first. July 15th to Janice. It's for her net pay of $746. Manager's signature. So hopefully you can do that part. And then I'll have this showing so you can just pause it here and copy the numbers that you need. But that's all that's to the payroll calculations for Chapter 12.